culinary has provided me so many great opportunities that it's really what I love. My mother said that if you do what you love, you never actually work a day in your life. And I find it hard to say that I work hard because I love what I do.
My name is Paul Luna, and you're tuned into F&B Lunacy. I am here today with Chef James Barber. Chef, tell us about yourself.
My name is Chef James Barber. I am the leader and general of the Army of Chefs, the Black Coats, as we would say. The Army of Chefs is a multifaceted, universal catering organization. We use the AOC as an umbrella company to the catering elites, AOC security. We just added events and promotions, AOC bartending. We have AOC Juniors, which is our outreach program to the community and the youth to give them real chances to work with real chefs to gain an advantage in the work field, kind of like the Pro Start, just we take them younger and get them ready for the Pro Start when they get to school level. And we also have Lunacy Technologies, which is a totally different brand, yet we've been working on building AOC events and promotions. Being to the pandemic, we've been kind of limited to our community events, which we really based ourselves around because we're all professionals. And, we have members that work within the industry in all types of different restaurants, different establishments. But we've been really going towards events and promotions because it seems like it's going to be more lucrative coming up closer into what our ventures and what our venues have been doing. So events and promotions and consulting have become an intricate part of the Army of Chefs in the past year or so.
Chef, what do you enjoy doing when you're not working?
To be honest with you, I'm more of a traditional man. So when I'm not at work, I love to spend time with my children, my family, the smaller things in life are what make me happy,
What ingredients can you not live without?
I'm gonna have to go basic. I'm gonna have to say garlic.
What type of music do you enjoy listening to?
I was raised in a diverse musical household, so I would like to say more classical rhythm and blues, like Marvin Gaye, the Commodores, the Manhattans, things of that nature, just a little old school, that's all.
Is there a food-related product you eat that is embarrassing?
Most people gonna hate this, but I'm from the South. It's one thing that we grew up on, but pork chitlings is something that people have turned their nose up at in recent years, but it's considered a delicacy. When I was younger, I mean, I can clean them and everything, but it's kind of harsh. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this one, but
pork chitlings are wonderful.
I know they are, but I feel kind of ashamed that I had to say that.
Yeah. What's important, Chef? Taste or food presentation?
Definitely presentation, because people eat with their eyes first. That's what Chef Tony Hodgman taught me in school. He was like, James, presentation is the first thing when it hits the plate. Of course, taste, you season every aspect of your meal, including the garnish. Yet presentation is everything. People eat with their eyes first.
Are you a breast or a legs man?
Definitely legs. Definitely.
Fill in the blank. Cooking is
fun.
Who was your inspiration?
My inspiration would have to be my mother. She taught me everything that I know about the kitchen, except for what I learned professionally and getting professionally trained. Yet I started cooking when I was 5. She allowed me to help her in the kitchen. I would sit there by the heater in the morning while she would sing and prepare Sunday dinner. And it was the most amazing thing, because she even knew things about dietary that I didn't realize she was teaching me at that time. But by the time I was 7, I was actually helping prepare parts of the meal. Like when we go to deliver plates and the catering aspect of it, like she fixed 2 different courses. And she would deliver plates according to people's medical illness. Like she said, oh, such and such has a touch of the sugar, so she would give them a certain thing on their plate. Or this person has high blood pressure, so she would give them this on their plate. So, she was showing me a lot of things that I never really could have, give her credit for. So, it's always been my mother.
Why did you become a chef?
I was working at the City Club of Rock Hill. I just happened to run up there and grab a job really quick because, I mean, it was during the summertime, and I do residential construction. It's my family trade. And I ran up there and grabbed a job, and I was washing dishes. We were cleaning the spice bottles and the fresh herb bottles and things of that nature. And I was identifying them by smell, because of the heat, aromatics. And they was like, oh snap, he's pretty good at this. So they brought me over to the line. And within 2 weeks, I was working on the line with the executive chef and the sous chef. And I was like, oh snap, I can really do this. Like it's just like the light went off, bing, I'm like, oh man, I can really do this. And it's fulfilling. And I was like, I can do this at a high level. Of course, being young and immature, I had to go through my knocks and take my welts from the kitchen and everything in between. But, all's well that ends well. That's all I can say.
Do you sing in the shower?
In the where?
In the shower. Do you sing?
Of course. I sing at work. I sing in the kitchen while I'm cooking it up, man. Yeah, I get it in. I don't really think about it. I just do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask anyone's permission. I just do it.
What's important in your life?
It's my family, legacy, my daughters, they mean the most to me, to be honest. They give me a reason to get up in the morning and strive for the best,
Is there anything meaningful that you would like to share with us that we have not spoken about?
Yes, sir. This opportunity has been amazing, and a lot of people have come to, to love what we do as far as the Army of Chefs, and a lot of organizations that we're blessed to be able to serve. The Rock Hill Dream Center and Chef and Paul Crosby, their head director. The last organization, Let's All Stand Together, and their board of directors. The Youth Football Camp Committee, the Demons Youth Football Camp Committee here in Rock Hill, because this is Football City, USA, and we're lucky enough to be able to do it every year when they have the youth football camp. They allow us to come out and do the community catering, the community cookout, while they do the award ceremony. So it's a lot of the different organizations around here that, organizations that I would like to, spotlight and put a highlight on because of the great things that they do for the city and this community. And it's because of these organizations that we are who we are.
Does the Army of Chef have a website?
We do have armyofchefs.net, which is currently being worked on. Since we're adding events and promotions, we needed to take it down to do some hind work by fishermen and their development team. Yeah, they can also go to facebook.com/catering elites. They can also find us there.
When it comes to catering, how many people do you cater to?
Well, it's 2 people in 2,000. I mean, like I said, it's a privilege to serve the public. We do all private events, weddings, and everything in between. We've literally had people come to us with an idea, and we've been able to get them a venue, provide food services and everything in between.
Do you consider yourself a lunatic?
Yes, I really do, because I'm an executive chef, and I have these unrealistic expectations that nobody else can seem to achieve except myself, and it's very, very irritating. Show and prove, baby, show and prove. That's what we say. Show and prove. Don't tell me about it, be about it. When I was in culinary school, I tried to join everything extracurricular that I could, and I landed myself on the culinary competition team as the captain. So I have this competitive nature that can't be matched. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always willing to bust them down in the kitchen for some reason.